Hi everyone and welcome back to Summer of Series 13 in Forza Horizon 5. This is USA Rocks, the seasonal championship in this week's festival playlist, and it takes us to dirt racing in A-Class in the USA-made cars. So you might be wondering why the hell would I be driving this number 2 GT40 for the dirt championship, but actually this is really strong rally racing car, as might not feel logical for everybody, but it absolutely is. And as you can see, the collection of the cars we have is quite interesting. We have a teammate in Velociraptor, we have two Bone Shakers, which are also obviously very strong in A-Class on both road and dirt. So I wonder how I'm gonna stack up against Chazzy in his Bone Shaker. I'm not quite sure I can hold him back. I should be faster on the dirt, but on the road he should have an advantage. But whatever happened to him, he's quite a bit behind, and we are approaching the dirt track really closely. There he is, just behind me, but we should be fine so far. And I think I've seen a teammate in the Warthog. I didn't realize the Halo car is also USA made, but yeah, from 400 years ahead, is it 500 years? I can't quite remember which year it was. Don't hate me for this. Right. Hey Chazzy, but it's not gonna be that easy. So you're gonna have to try a little bit harder. Yeah, don't worry about that. He says sorry, but I mean, it happens all the time here. In these corners of Barranca Trail, not making a single mistake is, I guess, worth an achievement or something, because well, I just went way too wide, lost I don't know how much time, but a lot. Nonetheless, we are getting really close to the finish, and I seem to stay ahead. So at least on this track, GT40 is or managed to compete pretty well with the Bone Shaker. The more dirt we have on the track, the better I should feel. So that's gonna be fine. And of course, AI is not even part of the picture. Driving this car, you will rip AI apart, whether you are in solo or in co-op like me. Would work chance. But let's go for the second race. Right. Oh, El Pipila Scramble. That actually might be a little bit difficult, because El Pipila is, half of it goes through Guanajuato. So it's actually half road city race and only half dirt. So that might be probably the least optimal scenario for my GT40 versus Chazzy's Bone Shaker. We have another teammate in Bone Shaker as well, but I don't think their performance was anything to note in the first race, so don't really count them too much. Yeah, and I need to practice this track. This section I am messing up. Funny enough, when you play it single player, it's usually 2 laps because they're long. And as you can see, Chazzy is quite a bit faster. Not just yet, because he made a mistake and went way too wide in the corner. I'm gonna try to give him a bit of a battle, but I'm not quite sure for how long. What I'm gonna try is to hold him off till the end of the race, that's for sure. But we're gonna make it nicely, you know, without trying to ram anyone out of the checkpoint. And he still holds up on the dirt as well, though I don't think he's as close as he was on the road. And who's third? I think Velociraptor is third. Just behind 2 of us, so that's quite interesting. That's way more performance than I would expect from that 6-wheel monster. I actually thought that's gonna be somebody who's gonna be on the very last place all the time, but no, not at all. quite the opposite. Oh, that's a mistake. Might be fatal mistake. Yep, it is. So now, not only I let Chazzy go in his Bone Shaker, I did it in probably the worst possible moment, just at the beginning of the road segment. If it was in the beginning of dirt segment, then I had a chance to. Oh, okay. Now I just messed this whole section completely. Right. So I think from here on, Chazzy is gonna have some easy ride to the victory, because you can see in the town part I can't keep up. Nonetheless, again, that's in terms of the competition with actual humans. So the Bone Shaker seems to be a stronger choice for this track, but I made it quite well on Barranca Trail. In terms of competing with AI, almost doesn't matter. The GT40 takes a really easy job of any AI opponents. You can see the gap shortening when we are on dirt, but not enough, not nearly enough for me to actually contest the first place. The only way I could probably still hope for a win is if Chazzy bottles it, like misses a checkpoint or hits the wall heads on, something like that. But obviously that is not something I would wish to a teammate. And yeah, in terms of scoring, we are fine. Again, 1, 2, 3 from humans guarantees that whatever happens behind is fine for us. We only have 5 people in this lobby, but even with 6 people, if there's 1, 2, 3 in the start, the other 3 players can be easily on the last place, and you still end up ahead by 50 points. That's the extra 50 points for the win guarantees that result. But there's 5 of us, 1, 2, 3 in the front, so we are absolutely safe unless there's some catastrophic error. But I don't think anything like that is gonna happen. We are pretty much in the late section of the last lap, and I think the result is pretty much obvious by now. Chazzy, okay, I drove past the checkpoint, so let's use rewind here, and Velociraptor is ahead. Now I would rather not finish behind the truck. I bring a well-tuned dirt racing beast and gonna finish behind a 4-ton truck. No, yeah, not gonna happen, at least not in this corner. Though actually I think if he made this corner well, I would have a bit of an issue overtaking without being rude or getting elbows out a bit too much. No, okay, second place finish, well done for Chazzy. Definitely the Bone Shaker was a great choice as well for this race, and I hope it was a bit entertaining. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.